welcome to MCM information booth. Today we've got some first appearances, fingers crossed, and we've got some new comic releases. I can't remember what's in from these boxes, so it's a bit of a mystery to me, so I've ordered a few bits and bobs of first issues and bits and bobs, but we'll see what comes. Also, first thing I wanted to talk about is I was meant to be recording. I'm going to post this video as soon as I've recorded it here. Next weekend we was meant to be going to MCM Comic Con in Birmingham. Now, due to obviously that everything that's going on with coronavirus around the world, it's been cancelled. They've left it till the very last minute, really, in comparison to with a lot of places and sports or whatever, and they finally cancelled it. Now that's not an issue with me, as other people who I communicate with and everything, and they might already know. My wife's a nurse, or well, a trainee clinical practitioner. She knows we're all gonna get it, and we know how it needs to spread and everything, so we all can have a bit of a immunity against it. But the disappointment I found this is my first Comic Con that we got booked to go to. Really excited about it. So we booked a hotel with Travelodge. We booked the car parking with the Birmingham NEC, and obviously we've got the tickets for MCM Comic Con. Been cancelled, disheartened the first night. Obviously I found that it had been cancelled, and I was like, I just want money back, I don't really want to go now. First things I come to find, you message MCM after I found out, they never emailed us at all. No communication. I don't go on Twitter much, and thank you for the people that have started following me on Twitter and Instagram. So I'm going to start posting a few comic bits and bobs on there and try and get that going. I'm trying to work out what on earth to do on there. But by fluke I'd gone on there and found out the new dates for the Comic Con, which is presumably going to be June. They've said it's going to be June, and that's when my tickets apparently will be valid for. But obviously with everything going around the world, by the time everything goes on, I possibly might not even go on in June, to be honest. But so I wanted to cancel, emailed them, said I want to cancel. They replied to me, so, oh well, if you can't go in June, then you can go in November. No, I asked for my money back, and I'm sorry if I'm coming across a bit strong, but I asked for my money back. I paid for something when we'd got the time off and got my parents to look after my children, and now it's cancelled. I arranged for that date. I wish to have my money back. Very disappointed. We're going in June, so scratch that. Next day I had a thought about it. We'll go. I don't know how it's going to work with car parking, because I've tried to communicate with the car parking, and hopefully my fees that I've already paid for that day for the MCM Comic Con, when you try and rebook it, it says that the date is March, not in June, so you can't rebook it. And I've got a picture to prove that, so when I can talk to them, so I'm not paying to park that day. They'll have to sort something out. Travelodge, it's cost me an extra £5. They only had the choice to ring and book and get some and pay, was it 13p a minute to ring them up and try and rebook. I've managed to find a number on one of these websites to try and find another to ring. I spent half an hour on there where it didn't cost me anything, luckily. So it cost me more than the £5 to rebook, but they didn't want to give me any help. So I'm going to do my video for MCM Comic Con when we get to go, when it might be in the year. And for you, I'm hoping that can be a really good video, because I've never done something for me live and trying to sort out what I do there and trying to persuade my wife to record me as I'm doing it and not be embarrassed of me. But I just wanted to mention about MCM Comic Con and my disappointment, and I'm going to have it, and obviously I mention on here to MCN that you need to communicate and make things a lot better for people. I understand you've got stuff booked and you're losing money, and I appreciate that. But for people who've paid their tickets, they need to know that they can cancel if that is not right, or if they can't get the other holiday to get off, from which I've seen from other people's comments where all on the internet. We've paid something for when you can't do it. You can't do it, that's fair enough. You need to sort it out, and this goes to the organisers for MCN and also the NEC, because obviously it brings them into disrepute really if they're having an organisation which obviously respectfully has been cancelled, and now we can't do it. So I'm going to see what I can do, and hopefully this video will go a bit further and a few more watches because of the disappointment for a lot of people, or the how everyone's disheartened with the actual company arranging them and not communicating. And I've still not had an email actually to say. So you've got necessarily less connected people who like to go to Comic Cons who still haven't been informed that the MCN Comic Con has been cancelled for the next weekend, March 21st and 22nd off the top of my head. So if they're not on Twitter, they haven't by fluke checked their email, because the email, if you check that now, the top bar of that is updated and says it's changed. So big alert to people if you don't know, if you are looking at this, the cancel date is in June, 27th and 28th off the top of my head in June, Saturday and Sunday. But we will see. Right, and I apologise for everyone watching that, just a disappointment. But we'll have that video hopefully in June, but it depends what happens in the world. And now I will shut up and we'll do our comic mystery boxes, because I can't remember what on earth's in them, so I won't lie to you, and we will go from there. So let's get these open. Oh my god, someone's gone crazy with sellotape on here. I don't blame them, just got to get in without damaging that. Yep, we've got in. I hate it when I rip these boxes, because then I can't reuse them again for when I sell comics myself. Now, God, that's a fluke. I did catch it a bit, but right, let's cover up, itch my face, and we'll carry on. Right, now, first comic is Legion of Monsters, and it is issue 1 of 4. Now if we can see it, that's a brilliant frontage. Now this has a Morbian in it, or appearance of Morbian, and I think I've pronounced that right. I've probably totally destroyed it, but we'll leave that. He's going to be featured in a film. So yeah, Legion of Monsters. Morbius was hidden in Spider-Man Homecoming, and if you can see that picture right there, that's him reading and getting a bit of information from this comic. So, and he's in one of the future movies or something. So I got this just for a bit of fun and for me to get hold of, but it's a brilliant fronted comic, so really pleased I've got that. That is, I really love that. I love the vampire kind of thing that is on the front there. So let's turn that off in a minute. Right, next comic, let's see what we have. Right, this was one of the ones I was hoping arrived last week, but it didn't. We've got in there launch party for Wolverine, issue number 1. Tried to get hold of, if you can see on there, I tried to get hold of the party variant with this script on, but it started going for silly prices, so I thought I'd leave it in as I already had one of the comics. But next one is Wonder Woman. Now this one is issue 751 and it's not in too bad a condition, and it is the first full appearance of the Dark Fates, as it says there. Horror at the hands of the Dark Fates. Now I really love this and I wanted to get hold of this because it is a first full appearance of the Dark Fates. So that's the reason for getting that one. And I think if memory serves me right, 753 or 754, I think there's something else coming in there. I'm going to have to look up a bit on there. Now, this one's come nicely wrapped. So let's, I think it's in cardboard and a magic order is this one. They've recycled a lot of stuff, so I can't complain with that. Saves the planet a bit. There's no point new packaging every time, so a bit of recycling helps. Yes, so the magic order. Now there's hints about either a movie or a TV series about there being an option for TV with this, and I thought I would just grab a hold of this issue. I think it is the first. Yes, issue number 1, the magic order issue, and from Image Comics, so had to get a hold of that one. That is really good condition, so that's the reason for getting that, because it's been optioned for TV. Possibly, we all know it's a bit of a gamble, but it's probably better to buy that than a lottery ticket. So that's why I got hold of that one. And this one's from 789 Comics, and a message on the back there, and that's from West Yorkshire. Probably put a shout out for you really, because I really quite like the name of that comic company, 789, and it shows the 7 eating a 9. Really do like that. And they've packaged it really well. Too well. There we go. There we go. There's a bit of advertising for them. If I chase around the autofocus, there we go. So 789 Comics, and that is second print, and that is Hella Risen, and that is issue 3, and that is the second print. I couldn't afford the first print because it's gone up to around £20 to £30, so I couldn't warrant the money on that, and that is the first appearance of the Punisher. And for the people that have gone and collected the Batman issue number 89, that went crazy, but that's only a cameo appearance, if memory serves me right, of the Punisher. So from what I've seen, you may as well get the first full appearance, because that seems to be worth more, but people have gone crazy for issue 89. But I wanted to get that because this is the first full appearance. I know it's the second print, but that's what I could get. If you've seen the first print, instead of it being red, it's orange here. And that is Year of the Villain, Hella Risen, DC Comics, and that is issue 3 of 4. So that's really nice. I'm pleased we've got that. Another little one from a collection. I know it's only second print, but at least I wanted to show everyone who didn't realise about the first full appearance of the Punisher with that one. And you can get it. Some people are selling the first issue from new shops at the minute. Now this one, nicely packaged, and that's from Forbidden Planet, and this is, no, it did not lie from the floor. That's not the one I was thinking of. So let's see that up. I'll put stuff on the floor now. And this is a new issue. Let's take it out the comic bag, and that is Stealth. Image Comics, if memory serves me right. This is the first issue for the new comic, and Image Comics, and that frontage is brilliant. I can't wait to know a bit more of the story from Stealth. So it's first issue, and it only come out I think just end of last week. So really pleased to. So it must be featuring around Detroit, and really wanted to get hold of that. On the back there. So I have to do a bit of reading up on this one, but that looks brilliant. So shame it's not packed and boarded really, but oh well. I'll have to find some more things. So that's it for the new comics this week. Sorry for me waffling on about the Comic Con that's been cancelled, but hopefully it'll get a bit wider information out to people and the companies of people's disappointment. So we'll not go on that, we'll go with a happy note. So we'll see you for the next video, and I've got coming up soon, hopefully whenever it gets delivered, another new mystery box, which is a Hulk mystery box, just Hulk comics. Don't know what it's going to be like. Really excited to see that, especially my little boy who loves the Hulk. So we'll see you on the next video. If you've watched and put up with me till now, don't forget to subscribe and dislike the video, up to you. And if there's any hints and tips, I've got a hint and tip about my microphone being noisy, so I'm going to have to look for a different way of get an external microphone from a camera so you don't hear the brr, 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 brr noise. I thought it was just me being sensitive that I could hear it, so we'll get that sorted out as soon as possible. We'll find a way and we'll go from there. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. So goodbye.